Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Got a real top 10 day going on here. You know, it's hot but not too humid, so very enjoyable. Well, there's been another addition to the Hoard. Something brand new this time. That normally doesn't happen. But let me show you what just showed up. Still attached to the back of my truck. This is a Tractor Supply trailer, right? This is who made it, and it's 5 by 8, and I deliberately picked 5 by 8 for a couple of reasons, and we'll go through that as I'm going through the discussion. It was just on sale for $5.99, and then with the tax it came out to just under $6.50, and then I think it cost me another $56 to register it. Here in New York, registration is murder. Now that it's registered in New York, which means should I lose the paperwork, I could get documentation from New York. Probably what I'm going to do for January, I'm probably going to register it in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. I see a lot of small utility trailers with those registrations on them, and I think you could register them for multi-years that way, and you don't have to go through inspection every year. And the county I live in, we're stuck with something known as an MTA tax, so I wouldn't have to pay that tax. I wouldn't mind paying the MTA tax if I took the train somewhere, but the train goes from like Poughkeepsie to New York City, or from Salisbury Mills to New York City. Well, I'm not that close to Poughkeepsie. I'm not that close to the train station, and quite honestly, I go to New York City maybe twice a year, or every other year, not even twice a year. So that's what it looks like. If one pulls these pins, obviously this folds down, but it also folds in. And as a matter of fact, for less wind resistance, particularly if it's empty, it'd probably work better if that was in. Now, I picked the 5 by 8 so that it's wide enough to put a pallet of pellets on. That way when I pick up a ton of pellets, I could pick them up in one shot rather than two. I could put 1,000 pounds in the back of the truck, and then 1,000 pounds on this thing. Obviously I'd put a piece of plywood down. I really rather not bend the mesh up. The trailer itself weighs 400 pounds, and it's good for a 1,600 pound payload. I picked it because of the size, and I also picked it because of the bigger tires. Most of my other trailers have these tiny little tires, and I'm nervous about, well, not nervous, I just don't think it's a good idea. You can see the little tire underneath there. When you're, if I need to bring the trailer to my son's house or something, I'd rather have these tires spin around like 1/3 of the time of those little guys. So yeah, she's brandy new. Right. I should encapsulate these lights because they have a tendency to get destroyed very, very quickly. That's where the plate goes. Right now they just tie wrapped it there. So I'm thinking this'll be a real nice addition to the Hoard. At 5x8, I could kind of put 2 3-wheelers on here without too much problem. If I really had to, I could probably squeeze 3 on here. What I would do is take one and put the front wheel here, hop it over, put the front wheel down, and then weave the other 2 in the back. From a weight point of view, 3-wheelers weigh, depending on which one it is, but let's talk about a heavy one, like the Big Red. The Big Red tilts somewhere around 500 pounds, so I could theoretically put 3 of those on here and still be underweight. These are also pretty solid, so if I had to put a tire on there, perhaps one tire on here, the other tire over there, right, one front tire on that one, one front tire on that one, on a bike back here, that too would work. They could take the weight. So the new addition to the Hoard, the Tractor Supply and Carry-On trailer, Carry-On Corporation. So I thought it was a good deal for the price. This thing is, I think it's made in, it could be in Georgia. Yeah, I guess it could be a few places, Virginia. So, yeah, I'm not exactly, it's made in the United States, which is pretty cool, right? It's nice to get some stuff that's made here in the USA. So the new addition to the Hoard, other than hauling, obviously pellets, right? That's a once a year, twice a year trip. I also want to use it for scrap. Like Musty One keeps his trailer set up, and then as he goes through stuff, he, the refuge, he just puts it right in the trailer. Then when he works it up to a full load, he just drags it off and dumps it. I want to kind of get to that point too. Every once in a while, some stuff has to leave here. So there we are. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.